Bagfuel, baby.
Here is the real thing. Like, a few years ago, they used to say, right before the pandemic, there was a thing that said it is going to become normalized to where people will go through about 7 careers in their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like our parents, people that were like,
They drove a bus and they drove
a bus and they drove it
years.
until they were 65, got their retirement. They paid, like, it's normal now for somebody to have, on average, 7 jobs throughout their life.
Wow.
But here's the thing: within the music industry right now, anybody who is successful, anybody who is and listen, in my opinion, we're murdering that shit to where the megastars, it's like a dying breed. You know what I'm saying? Think about it like this. We were talking about it yesterday. Think about the era of when Drake, Kendrick, Cole, Cudi, like, you know what I'm saying? That was the last time that there was like those people that rose to that level. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying there hasn't been superstars since then, but I mean, like, you see
collection?
How we're talking,
A collection is what you mean? Or
it's not even just a collection. I don't think, like, the thing is, people are putting less value and importance on a certain level of quality. You know what I'm saying? A certain type of longevity. You know what I'm saying? Like, arguably, you know what I mean, if you look at Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? Like, one of the biggest super mega stars in the world. But when did Beyonce came out? Decades ago, fam.
97?
Who's the new Beyonce? Not that we need one, but you understand what I'm saying?
We do need one.
Who is that? Who is that younger generation
Drake,
who's a megastar?
Drake got to find another Drake. I said he got to be tied. Where's another one?
Yeah, but if I was Drake, would I necessarily want to find another Drake?
But what you're saying is unfair.
You don't necessarily want niggas to come and eat your food. You know what I'm saying? So
but
it's
if
like,
you're a billionaire and you going off to move on to the next thing, why wouldn't you put on the next man?
But that's what I'm saying, is that maybe when he gets to that level to where he's like, you know what?
But isn't he doing that with people like 21 Savage? 21 was big, right? Pause.
Is he in,
but
in the same lane?
Now that he did an album with 21,
he hit it though.
It's raised 21 stock. What?
For sure.
Not in the same lane.
No.
But to go back to what you're saying,
hold on, just stick a pin in it real quick.
Yeah.
Drake is probably arguably one of the best in rap history in terms of making his collabs like into something massive.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody else that is at his level
currently
has ever or before.
Hove?
The best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds was not. Wait.
Best of both worlds.
But here's the thing. Like,
but you're right.
Jay did do that. He did do that a couple times. But the thing is that Drake got the formula. He got the sauce.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's they call it the Drake effect. Like, anybody that he rocks with. But again, going back to our original point, is that, who is gonna be that next Drake, that next Beyonce, that next
But here's the
Cole,
problem with
that.
You're talking about an extremely unique individual. So if you look at it, whether it's sports, like we was like, where's the next Jordan? It takes about 10 years to get something close to that, which was Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're looking at a Beyonce, that's not gonna come out the factory.
No.
You understand what I'm saying? Even baseball players, hockey players, like anybody that's
But look what you just said though. There wasn't a 20-year gap in between.
What?
In between, like, if you think about Jordan at his prime, Kobe came in during that time.
Yeah, Kobe played against Jordan.
When he's transitioning.
And LeBron, you know what I'm saying? Now we in the days of like Ja Morant and Steph and whatever. In hip hop, the thing is, it's like,
is Rihanna close to what Beyonce is?
No. She's different. She's different.
She's different, but listen, through her business acumen,
she's on a level. No.
She's on a level for sure.
I'm not talking about level, but where I'm going to, Ree is definitely a superstar. She's probably one of the sexiest women ever to live, and she got records. So I'm not.
All respect due to ASAP.
All respect to everybody, but everybody,
he's from Harlem.
but everybody
like-
knows. That's like saying that Beyonce look good. Respect to Jay-Z. Come on, everybody, come on, stop. Everybody know these things, bro. Like he's proud when niggas say that. He be like, yo, that's mine. I got 2 babies. You know what I'm saying? With that, she's locked in with me. Who cares?
Word up.
But she's different to me from a Beyonce. When Beyonce was hot, when Rihanna came along, I didn't look at Rihanna as replacing Beyonce. Rihanna was her own lane.
That's true.
Rihanna replaced Madonna.
I could see that,
Yeah,
but being black, I could see that because she did crossover records. I could see that. I could see you saying that because people not gonna think that because one is white and one's black. But she definitely filled that void, that sexy, that wild, sexy side void. Do whatever you want.
Let me tell you something. So what's crazy was, what year was it? Might have been. What year did she sign with Rock La Familia or whatever?
With Jay-Z, it was
gotta
around
be
when
like
Yummy signed.
04.
05.
Tierra
I think it was
Marie.
Because they all signed together, Yummy, Rihanna,
Tierra Marie. I remember this.
Tierra, Neo, and Trey Songz.
So here's the thing. I'm in
Chris Brown.
studio, you know what I'm saying, at the crib, and I get this call from my man's, from Mark Jordan.
Mark Jordan was managing with Rihanna at the time.
Well, here's the thing. At that time, he was not. He had just, I guess he was at Columbia, and then they parted ways, and you know, he was doing whatever, traveling or whatever.
Yeah.
And I get a call and it says, yo, Cardi. He says, I'm in Barbados. He's like, I found the most beautiful, talented little girl ever. I'm like, word? He's like, yo, I'm telling you, fire. Like, she can sing, da-da-da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. And the joke, I said, word? I said, what's her name? He said, Rihanna. I was like, I said, that's way too Caribbean. It's never gonna work. But yo, true story. Shout out to Ree. Let me. So
You ever told her that to her face?
Listen, if you know the amount of fun that we had, we had a good ass time. Because here's the funny thing. Anyway, he's like, yo, I'm about to go meet with Jay. He's like, yo, I got Elephant Man on a couple demos. I need you on a couple demos, cause like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna go play for Jay or whatever. So I did a couple joints, you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. And then everybody heard the story about how he locked her in the room and, you know, they signed her overnight or whatever. And yeah, if you go back to Rihanna's first album, like one of those demos, like my joint is on there, you know what I'm saying? One of the features. And the funniest thing was 2005, Jay came up to Toronto to do something, a Caravana block party called, I think he called it like Rock the Banner or something like that. So it was him, Kanye, Syph was DJing, Tierra Marie was performing, Rihanna was performing, and he had asked me to be the special guest, but like a surprise guest, so people didn't know at the time. And yo, if you like go to YouTube, I think it's on my page, but go to YouTube, like that was a legendary night in the city. Like that place was packed. And Jay wasn't supposed to perform like Kanye, nobody. It was supposed to be Tierra Marie, Rihanna. Then I was supposed to come out, you know, do the whole special.
And Jay and Kanye wound up performing.
Nigga, the way that when I came out there and I tore that shit down, Jay was like, you think you gonna do this at my own shit? Yo, he was like, yo, Syph, let's go. And him and Kanye ended up performing like it was a crazy night. But the point was that was my first time meeting Rihanna in person, was rehearsals for that. Rihanna used to be, when she was young, I think she was like 14 or 15, she was mad shy, bro. Like super just shy, you know, young girl coming from Barbados, Ray, super sweet. And it was very dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like meeting her that time. That's actually the first time that I met Jay. That was that same time. And he was dope because he was, you know what I mean? He thanked me for, you know what I mean, participating with the whole Rihanna thing or whatever. And it was a legendary time at Caravana. But I say that to say, obviously, like, you know, we went on when she came and shot Hey Mr. DJ in Toronto. You know what I'm saying? So people are always like, yo, how are you in the video? I'm like, what you mean? First of all, that's my people. Second of all, they shot it in Toronto, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, we also, you know, me and Ree, we went on tour with 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? So that was...
I didn't know she toured with 50.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't know you toured with 50 either.
And David Banner. And that was crazy too. Shout out to 50, that's a wild boy. I still remember because that was a few years later. And I remember he said, he said, how old are you? And she said her name. She said her age, and he was like, all right, I'm gonna come fuck with you next year. Yeah. Oh man, but like, I'm telling you, like those times, like, you know what I'm saying, like seeing Rihanna go from this, like, you know, shy, just sweet girl, you know what I'm saying, to just like finding herself, and really like the more that she became comfortable with herself, that's when everything changed
Turned
for
up.
her.
Damn,
you know what I'm saying?
so you seen a whole bunch of people transform because you seen me go from a shy, quiet young dude.
I never seen
Because
that.
you seen me come from a,
Nigga,
you know what I'm saying, from a
I
shy,
never saw
quiet
that.
young
This
dude
nigga
to
here.
get my confidence to talk on camera. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to him.
You know what I'm saying, kid? You know?